Good morning, friends. This session is dedicated to those students who have been promoted or passed. Now they are in class 9. So we are starting from the very beginning, the literature lessons, because of the decision taken by the government in most of the states that the online classes will continue in order to enhance their ability of spoken English and knowledge of literature and develop their interest in reading and learning of English, particularly the literature lessons. We are just giving the online lessons, particularly through YouTube. This is Easy English by Eddie Singh, and this is the channel that has been catering to the needs of providing quality education to the children of all classes. Now, schooling is a very important aspect of child's development. The all-round development of child depends entirely on the quality of schooling a child receives. Therefore, it is important that the children studying in English medium or in Hindi medium or any other medium must have a very sound knowledge of their subject matter. Now, the first lesson that we are going to start is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. First of all, let me talk about the theme of this poem. Here, the poet Robert Frost talks about the theme of indecision followed by the theme of regret. We will come across the theme of indecision. Actually, the two roads stands for the metaphor for the choices that we make in our life. So this poem deals with the dilemma of a common man, of every ordinary man that he or she, man or a woman, that he or she faces in his or her life. Every human being faces dilemma of making a choice in life. And every choice that we make in our life has a far-reaching consequences. The decision that we make today may have the wider consequences in our future. Therefore, we should never take a decision in dark. We must make an introspection before making or taking a decision, because our decisions taken in life has a far-reaching impact in our future. We may take a unique path in our life and we may succeed, or we may take a common path that is stable by everyone and we may fail, but that doesn't make any difference because failures are the stepping stones of life. Now, in this poem, The Road Not Taken, Robert Frost makes a fascinating use of the two roads as a metaphor for life. The two roads stand for the choices that we make in our life. The poet comes across a trail, a part of a path that is a trail, while traveling, and in the while traveling along a road, he comes across a trail where the two roads actually divert into different direction. Therefore, he comes across a fork in a path, and in the wood, in the forest, in the season autumn, and the leaves have now started turning from green to yellow because it is an autumn season. So when he comes across a fork in the path, he is in a dilemma which path he should select for traveling. Both the paths appear to be equally brightened and have equally been introspected by him, but he decides to take the second path, which is grassy and a little or less traveled by the travelers. And then, after traveling for some time, both the paths appear almost similar, as both the paths have the fresh and fresh leaves, and it appears that these leaves have fallen fresh on these paths, and the people have walked on them. So after the introspection on both the paths, the poet comes to realize that both the paths have the fresh leaves fallen and they have been walked by the travelers. But then at the end, when he completes his journey, he makes a reflection. He decides that in the future, if he will get time, he will come and walk on the untraveled path, untrodden path. But that is not possible because the decision once taken in life is taken forever, and we will hardly get time to come and take the second path in life. Therefore, perhaps the poet suspects that once he has taken a decision on traveling, for traveling on the second path, he is not going to have time to come back again and travel on the first path. And therefore, at the last, he makes, he shares his experience. He shares his experience to his fellow readers, whether for the better decision or for the worst decision. He makes a quite, important experience shared to the, readers, and therefore, at last he concludes that the decision that taken in our life is taken forever, and it has a far-reaching consequences in our life. That's all about this. Thank you. Have a nice day.